Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allows you to record and edit your broadcast so it sounds great. And they even distribute your broadcast for you so that it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So make sure you download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
This is FET News with Damian Anderson. Hi everyone, I'm your host, Damian Anderson, and here are your FET News for today. Daren Frett is back this week. Mr. Kwame will be back on Friday, December 27th to guest co-host with Daren Frett. There are 2 brand new episodes on today, so make sure you tune in. Brand new episodes comes out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you tune in. Also, make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. On Facebook at Future Educators Talk with Damian Daren, on Twitter at Future Ed EDU Talk, and on Instagram at Future Educators Talk. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Future Educators Talk with Damian Daren. And make sure you hit that bell so to get notified on all new future episodes, because if you don't, then you are certainly missing out. So that is it from me. So make sure you listen in to today's episode of Future Educators Talk.
While every shelter pet is unique, some love a good game of fetch. Others would rather snuggle together on the couch. However, there is one thing that they all have in common. They are all pure love. Right now, millions of pets in shelters and rescues across the country are waiting to be adopted. And did you know only 44% of dogs and 47% of cats in American homes come from animal shelters and rescue groups? The unique qualities of each and every shelter pet added up to an incredible bond between every shelter pet and parent. So if you're thinking about getting a pet this holiday season, make sure you visit the shelterpetproject.org. This is brought to you by the Ant Council, Maddie's Fund, and the Human Society of the United States. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Future Educators Talk with Damian Daren. I am your host, Daren Frett. As you can hear, Mr. Kwame is not here today, but have no worries. He will be back on Friday. And also, Damian Anderson is out today. He'll be back on Monday, December 30th. So, today is Christmas Eve. Yes, oh yes. And today, I'll be talking about educators are more stressed at work than the average people. So, now I talked about it in the last, I did a recording of this yesterday, but due to technology difficulties, I had to do it again today. So that is the reason why there's no episode yesterday. So today is going to be a double episode, which is going to be this one and It's going to be why middle school is so hard for students with special guest Mr. Luther. So it's going to be right after that. So I'm going to just hop right into here. Educators are more stressed at work than the average people. A study finds. So let's just hop right into it. I'm reading an article by topschooljobs.org. That's the article. And it says that teachers feeling especially stressed, disrespected, and less enthusiastic about their jobs. Stress, it's really important to take care of yourself. Mental health is really important. It's really important. If you feel like burned out, take a step back, take a day off, and kind of like re-energize. Kind of like your phone, where your phone goes when your phone is dead at 0%. All you have to do is just recharge it and make that 100%. Make that 100%. Disrespected. You have to got to have good classroom management, because if you don't have good classroom management, then things are not going the way that it's supposed to be. This is your classroom. You run the classroom, not the students. So, and less enthusiastic. So, you have to be happy. You have to be happy. You really have to be happy about your job. You have to remember why you here every time you wake up in the morning and traveling to your school or traveling to your job. You have to remember why every time you set up your classroom each and every morning. You have to remember why every time you say good morning or hug your students or give high fives to your students in the morning. You have to remember why every time you passing out worksheets or doing something interactive with your students. You have to remember why every time you say goodbye to your students at the end of the day. You have to remember why once you get home, you immediately think about your students. So those are the things that you have to remember, because if you don't remember why, then education is not, then that's why you're feeling less enthusiastic. Be happy. Remember your why. That is the main message here. So the survey. So this survey is about 4 years ago, but this article came out 2 years ago. So it follows a 2015 survey on educator stress. It finds that stress levels have grown and mental health has declined for this group in the past 2 years. American Federation of Teachers surveyed a random sample of 830 of its members, and the rest of the respondents took the survey online after the survey was pushed out on social medias. And those that follow the social medias are more likely to feel more passionate about social justice in schools. And because they chose to take the survey, they're more disgruntled with their working conditions. Also, it cites the 2014 national stress data from the National Institute for from the Occupation Safety and Health for comparison to average U.S. worker. And the survey found that educators found work to be 61% of the time, and nearly a quarter of respondents said work was always stressful. So again, that's just to show that educators are more, that kind of like answered the question right there. It's more stressful than an average person. 61%. Again, if you feel like stress or you feel like you can't do it all, take a step back. In the last either 3 to 4 episodes that we have done, we've been mainly talking about mental health because it is an important topic. It is an important topic to talk about. And I don't think there's other podcasts that really talk about mental health for educators. Now, you may hear some podcasts that talk about mental health, but you don't hear any podcasts that talk about for educators or for students. If you have not already, make sure you listen to season 2. Season 2. Nope, not season 2. If you have not already, make sure you listen to season 2, episode 4, which is Mental Health for Students Part 2, and season 1, episode 9, which is Mental Health for Students and Tutoring Assistants Part 1, and episode 6 of season 1 is Self-Care for Teachers, with special guest Miss Hopkins. So I highly recommend to listen those three episodes, because it's a important topic. It's a really important topic. Let me keep on reading this article here. So the respondents in the AFT random sample reported an average of 7 days in the last month that their mental health was not good, and the respondents to the public reported 12 bad mental health days, while the majority of the U.S. working adults reported 0 days in the last 30 that their mental health was not good. So again, that's just to show that I feel like they need to take a step back, kind of like regenerate. Just like I said earlier, just like your phone. When your phone is dead at 0%, you charge it so that you can use your phone. Kind of like the same thing here. If you feel like you're at a 0%, or you feel like you can't do anything at all, or you feel like you're stressed, take a step back. Take a day off. And kind of like regroup yourself, or kind of, take a step back and then come back the next day feeling 100%. Because if you're not feeling 100%, then something is wrong. So the main question is, why are teachers feeling so stressed? Well, because of classroom level decisions like teaching techniques, homework, grading policies. They have to make lesson plans for the week. They have ways to find something interactive with the students. There's a whole lot more. And also, not only that, but they also have to make a decision too if they get promoted, either from teacher to assistant principal, or teacher to another role inside of school, or teacher from another role inside of the school district. So that's why teachers feel so stressed, because they have to make those decisions. And in the episode with Miss Hopkins, she said that you make, if I can find it real quick, that teachers I can open the document. So, just bear with me here. In the meantime, there will be a brand new FET news while I continue having technical difficulties. Make sure you listen to FET news before this broadcast, before this episode comes out. It will give you an up-to-date of what's going on this week. Up-to-date what's going on this week with Future Educators Talk. So that you will be notified on everything. So that you will be, let me tell y'all what's going on with. So... yeah, so like Miss Hopkins said, teachers make about 1,500 decisions a day. And that's about 4 decisions a minute. She even said it herself. Teaching is an incredibly high-stress profession. And so... and she's a teacher herself. So that's just to show you how many decisions that teachers make every day. I think she said for elementary maybe more, and for high school I think about the same. But 1,500 decisions, that's a lot. A day. So that's 4 decisions a minute. Think about that. And that is why teachers feel so stressed, because they have to make those decisions, 4 decisions a minute, because of those decisions. That's just to show you why teachers feel so stressed. The survey also found that educators are more likely to be bullied, harassed, and threatened. Bullied is a big no. It's a big no-no. Harassed is also a big no-no. And threatened is also a big no-no as well. I don't understand why educators are likely to be bullied, harassed, and threatened, because they shouldn't be. I mean, it is a safe environment for not only for the students, but it's also for the teachers. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I understand why that bully is bullying someone. Because once a student has all nice things going on, and the bully just come in and ruins everything, that's not okay. Now the student is now don't have good things going on, and you just you're taking his joy away. Basically, you're taking the joy away, and the bully feels so proud that you took the joy away. No, that is not okay. That is not okay. The reason why that bully took the joy away from the student is because he feels so jealous. He's probably like, oh, I want the same good things that the other person is. So let me bully him so that we can share the same experiences, and we can, become one huge group. No. That no. You have to change yourself if you want good things happening. You have to change yourself, and that is one of them, is to stop being a bully. That is one of them. You have to change yourself. Don't come over there and ruin a person's reputation because he got good stuff going on. Don't do that. That's unacceptable. So again, in order to have good stuff going on, you have to change yourself. You have to change yourself. And if a teacher is getting bullied, 9 times out of 10, that student will get bullied. Probably either later on in the day or probably the next day. And that needs to be changed. Really, that needs to be changed. So, harassed and threatened, I don't even know what to say, because that's just unacceptable.
Like, if you feel harassed or threatened at work, you need to report it. And if they don't listen to you, you might have to talk to your boss. If your boss don't listen to you, then, or doesn't do anything about it, the worst case scenario is to leave or quit. That's the worst case scenario. So, yeah. I like this end of the sentence here. End of this sentence here of this article. It says, treat teaching as a calling and a career. It's not passion. It's not a passion. It's a calling. Me and Damian are waiting to pick up that phone because teaching is calling, and all we have to do is pick up that phone. That's all we have to do. All we have to do is pick up that phone, and then once we become teachers, we will answer that phone. We will answer it. And we will go from there. But other than that, right now, it's calling. It's still ringing. You might not hear it, but it's ringing. And all we have to do is just pick it up. That's all we have to do. Is just pick up the phone and answer it. That's all we have to do. That's all we have to do. Just pick up the phone and answer it. And, and for me, teaching is like my dream job. You may have other people that say, oh, I want a dentist or something high paying job. But for me, and I think as well as Damien, teaching is being an educator or being a teacher. I think this is our dream job. Once we become a teacher later on in the future, that's it. I mean, that's our dream job, and we'll be very proud of ourselves for accomplishing that goal or that dream. So that dream. So yeah, so that's all I have for today. So the question of the day for on this Christmas Eve, yes, is, do you believe teaching is the most stressful job? If so, why? You can answer that question by using the hashtag Future Educators Talk on our social medias, and you can follow us. Again, you can follow us on our social medias, on Facebook at Future Educators Talk with Damian and Daren, on Twitter at Future EDU Talk, on Instagram at Future Educators Talk, and make sure you subscribe to Future Educators Talk with Demi and Daren on YouTube. And make sure you tap that bell so that you'll be notified when all new episodes comes out. So, and you can follow me, yours truly, Daren Frett. You can follow me on Twitter at Daren_Frett. Yes, I do worry a lot. And on Instagram at It's Andrew Frett. Until then, I will see y'all again in the next episode, where I have special guest Mr. Luther. We're going to be talking about why is middle school so hard for many students. So until then, I hope you have a fantastic Christmas Eve.